Wrong scene. Alright. So, welcome back everyone. We are taking a break today from Path of Exile to see if Anthem is actually worth playing now. I don't have very high hopes. I've kept my ear to the news on the Anthem subreddit, and there's some changes. It's a bit underwhelming. Not that anyone is really surprised, since they took the entire BioWare development team and put them on Dragon Age 4. That being said, it does look like they've made quite a few of the improvements that people had been saying needed to be there at release, myself included. And we're going to take a look and see what we think. Well, they've still got stupidly high prices for wraps. I mean, that lurking threat one is pretty interesting, at least. Kind of foliage-like. So that's neat, I guess. We've got not much else that's very impressive. Somewhere there's supposed to be a seasonal shop as well. Ah, yes, inversions. Turbo and Ultimate. That was one new thing they added. Similar to what Bungie has done since Halo 2 with their skulls. Add weekly modifiers. So I've loaded in to Tarsus and just started to move around, and the controls still feel super laggy and sluggish in Tarsus. So still really bad here. Prison block. I'm relatively sure, didn't this used to be the apartment of the, I'm blanking on her name, but the princess. I'm relatively sure it was.
Grandmaster Adams, what brings you back to Fort Tarsus?
I've got a job for you. One that requires both speed and discretion.
I don't suppose this job has anything to do with the weird-looking sky we've had lately?
As a matter of fact,
All right, give me the details.
our best intel says it's the Dominion at work.
Please tell me they're not making another Heart of Rage.
And we don't know what they're doing. Yet. That's where you come in.
Speed and discretion.
I've got the location of a camp for you. Get in, find out what they're doing, shut it down, and fast.
I'm on it.
Good. And come back alive, freelancer?
Thanks for the vote of confidence. Do we get to see the monster? Oh man, this control feels so sluggish. I really hope that this is just one of the quirks they've kept for Tarsus, and not what to expect out on the map as well. I know the Javelin always felt better than what it did on Fort Tarsus anyway, but like this, it feels like there's actually a tangible delay between when I turn my thumbstick and when I start to move. Makes me feel like I'm drunk or something. And the hard cider I'm drinking is not that strong, let me tell you. I don't think if I drank an entire six-pack of those, I'd get drunk. Okay, anyway, let's make our way back to the front section. Going through the menu, I didn't see the seasonal shop, but we'll see if there's actually a kiosk out here. Seasonal store. War chest melee. Okay. Alright, that looks pretty cool. Shatter armor pack. Huh. Well, they've clearly spent time improving how good they want you to buy looks. Can I preview it here? No. I guess I'll still have to go to, oh, let's pop back in. Okay, so from here, I can look at the normal featured stuff, which we already saw. Or I can go to seasonal, or the crafting shop, or the rewards. Okay. Good to know. So let's come over here to the forge, and let's see if they were actually smart enough to give us all a melee item.
You'll put this javelin through its paces.
Ah, they did. Good. Can we craft? No, I still have to use it a bunch to be able to craft it. That's fair. Alright, for now I'm gonna work under the assumption that weapons still don't really matter too much. Whoops. That being said, now that all my luck has been converted to armor, there might be a weapon that's preferable. Like this one. Maybe. We'll go through. We won't take too long. Actually, come to think of it, am I on my luck build? I'm gonna look through the weapons real quick. But then we'll pop out and see which loadout we're on. Okay. No, this was our damage build. So we shouldn't need to change anything here, but we'll still, go through and look. Now that this has changed away from luck, I might want this other one. No, that one has 50% gear damage. Binary Star we still like. The fact that it's max armor now might just make it better, in fact. So we'll leave that. I'm glad they finally added, these I should be able to leave as well, because this is the damage loadout I had. So, there might have been a few things that had some luck on it, but it doesn't look like it, given that I don't see any armor. This... Alright. So it doesn't look like we're going to change anything right now. Although we definitely need to keep an eye out for better stuff now. And what we're going to do... Whoops. Is... I still wish we had... Okay. As soon as it finishes loading, let's back out from that. I still wish this had an actual stat screen. But let's look at the animations. That's almost the Praise the Sun, so I'm gonna keep it. That's the normal chest pound. Nothing new there. Wait, let's see that again. Not super impressive. Okay. Vinyls. I mean, yeah, that's interesting enough. That one just hurts the eyes. I'm sure some people will love it. I wish there was a way where you could view a whole set with one click. I mean, I realized that I could put this on one piece at a time, but they should really have a view set option. That would still be a really nice feature. Oh yeah, I never bought that helmet. And I'm not about to here either. Alright, so we're done there. Let's go ahead and go out to Freeplay so that I can remember the controls for this game. Because I really don't want to jump into matchmaking or some mission and just be failing at life. So... Freeplay first. We'll pop in over here. Do they have any new banners? No, it doesn't look like it. Ah, these stayed selected. Because I made multiple of them now. Nice. That's a little quality of life thing that was well overdue. We'll stay on Grandmaster 1. That way we can fail epically but not hurt too much. Yeah, let's go ahead and do this. So I got on this periodically for a month or two after it released. I really wanted to love this game. The mechanics of it feel so good, or they felt so good. The flying was amazing. The skill use, I love playing the wizard-style characters. That's the same reason why I'm a warlock in Destiny as my main character. But, I really wanted to have a reason to just play this game into the ground. And unfortunately, that took all of, like, 80 hours. There just wasn't any reason to play this long term. I know it's not going to be great. The last several streams that the developers did a few months ago were just painful to watch. They were so out of touch with the community, with their fan base, whether it was them or, you know, direction from EA, some horrible combination of the two. I don't know. But what I do know is that it was really unimpressive and hurt their image to a lot of people, possibly irreparably. Given the number of games that have had horrible starts and have, you know, invested a year of cook time and come back as amazing games, I'm not ready to give up all hope yet. I'm still hoping that at some point over the next year, they get things straightened up in a way that this is a fun game to come back to. But we're not going to be holding our breath either.
Beginning review of incoming reports for significant markers.
Hey, I remember how to fly. Found a gun. Oh. Alright, we have a power. What's the other power? Okay, we got that power. What's melee? Okay, so that was one thing they fixed that's nice, is you can now, as the storm, interrupt your melee. Wrong button. That's why my melee's not working. Good job. I'm a professional, can't you tell? I feel like they changed something a little bit with the FOV. Is there anything I can do about the FOV? No. Let's go ahead and turn off, Oh, wait. No. That is hiding the weapons. Okay, so there doesn't seem to be... Ooh, is there FOV in here? No. Wait. Display area adjustment. No, that's just the actual screen size. Okay. Well, I feel like they did something to the actual FOV. But that could just be the fact that I haven't played this in several months. Okay. I mean, overall, the flight still feels pretty good. Something feels different. Maybe it's the... Oh, those look new. Maybe they changed the default sensitivity. Or I'm just used to playing a game with a different sensitivity. Alright, we're starting to get used to controls again. I mean, I'm not completely there. So... Alright, looks like we've got some enemies over here that we can fight. Well, I've mostly just seen these elementals. Which, honestly, I don't have much memory of. Maybe some. Not as many as what we've been finding. Alright, let's try to kill these guys with some punches. Quit running away. Okay, well, we've got a bunch of guys over here now. So I am happy to come fight all of them.
Whoa! More crystal. The immobilized troops are breaking free, and they seem angry.
Gee, you think? Oh, I did kill them.
Hey! The Dominion are after the crystals too.
Okay. Oh yeah. Yeah.
That's one Dominion experiment cancelled. If you can, collect samples before you go.
Did I get it? Yep, I did. Hey, look at that. I collected some crystals. Give me just a second. All right. So we're done with that little thing. What else do we have out here? Besides floating balls of energy. I'm a professional, kids. Don't try this at home. Oh, that looks like a bunch of little critters. Oh. Was that from that crystal? Or was that from me being near someone else completing some kind of quest? We're gonna say that was from the crystal until I know otherwise. Although... that being said, looks like this guy just finished something over here. Alright, let's try that again before I get interrupted. There's something this way. Let's go find out.
Serious energy is coming from those formations. Shaper crystals. That's new. They're alive, but frozen. Be careful. Something's headed your way. Looks like brute.
Ah. Wait. Is something alive where? Aha! Is that a... oh, that's a statue. Oh, thank God. For a second there, I thought that was, a big old titan just standing there.
The immobilized troops are breaking free, and they seem angry.
Really, they seem angry. Whatever for? still out here. Oh, I didn't, cool back down? Oh, no, there's a... Okay. There's a giant field here.
That's one Dominion experiment cancelled. If
All right.
you can, collect samples before you go.
Cool. And it's not letting me, Okay. Oh, that's right. It's an overheat element, not a, no-fly zone. That's right. See, I'm slowly remembering the mechanics of the game. Alright, what do we have over here? Boom. Oh, that's a masterwork. Gotta get those punches. Alright. Let's get these items. Get a few more punches. And what else do we have here? Yeah, I see you hiding. Anything else? Doesn't look like it. I'm relatively sure that before I quit playing, I spent like all my materials doing some crafting. So that's why I'm trying to grab different nodes. Like that. Alright. Is there anything else over here? I feel like underwater's a little slower now. Oh, hello. Who's behind me over here? Alright, so my fireballs don't seem to migrate to the next target all the time with these guys. So that's going to be something to keep an eye out for. I feel like I'm overheating a lot too. Can I view my loadout here? Or better yet, even. Well, I've got the thermal cooling. Do I have... Okay, so I'm wearing an orange, a Masterwork thermal cooling. Do I have a blue, legendary? I do. I'm getting shot at. Alright, let's try this. So I feel like this might actually even increase our damage a little bit. Oh, hello. Fancy running into you here. That felt like a little bit of lag. Let's get another punch. Now that's a punch kill I'll take. All right. disappearing act. Oh, he did drop something. Alright, we got some loot here. Now let's figure out where these other guys are. Oh.
That's
All
not
right.
why. We should respond. Dominion, be ready for anything. We need to track down that freelancer. They can't be too far. Freelancer's gone.
I'm sorry. Can you get anything from their link?
Of course. Give me a moment.
Well, that wasn't nice.
Wait, you need to stay in range.
I'm
Eyes not
staying
over
in
yet. Looks like
range.
more headed our way. Keep them back. We can't afford for them to interfere.
Oh. Boom.
Halfway to completion.
Well, I mean, if no one else wants to come fight.
Keep that area clear. We don't want the interference. Almost done. They were carrying a Shaper fragment for the Arcanist. Dominion must have taken it. We can't leave it in their hands.
All right.
One less Dominion troublemaker
Oh,
to worry
that
about.
appeared where I was.
They may have lost a freelancer, but you finished their work. I'll tell the fort the contract's complete.
All right. So Not exactly a rain of items. But not horrible either. Let's go check out a mission. We might do a stronghold. I wonder if we just go do the spider stronghold, what kind of loot we can expect to get from that. I don't recognize that, but that doesn't necessarily mean much. That's useless to me. I was hoping that I'd get a better melee item. I doubt I got anything... Well, I doubt I got enough to, let's go to Fort Tarsus. I doubt I got enough of the, melee kills to even unlock any useful level of, crafting for that. Because it'll make you work your way up. So I can probably make like a green, but, I mean, they gave me a purple, so that's not going to do me much good. I still need to go do the new missions. And the legendary contracts, I suppose. Those would at least guarantee me some kind of loot, but I still don't have any reason to believe that the stats would be a good roll. So let's... Ah, it didn't pull stuff up this time. Interesting. So I don't know if it was because the last thing I had done was a free play, and the first thing I did this time was a free play, but when I first got into my Javelin after updating today, it had my consumables already filled. Which was interesting. I was going to be excited about that, frankly. Yeah, let's do this mission. Hell, with what I heard not too long ago, you'd load into things and you wouldn't even have anybody match made with you because there were so few people on the servers. So, just the sheer fact of it looks like we're probably going to have some people because of the update. I'll take that as a good thing, you know, teammates. I mean, the load times don't seem to be much better, but they don't seem to be horrible either. It feels a little longer because it's just a static picture, whereas most things nowadays, like in Destiny, when you load in, you're going through hyperspace. And you can, well, Destiny especially is a different case because you can go into your menu and change your loadout and do stuff there. But I'm willing to acknowledge how uncommon that is anyway. Oh, hey, we've got a whole wheel now. I'm gonna follow this guy. Don't know if I should.
Where am I headed?
You should have the location Corvus gave me now.
Alright. Let's see if we can find anything fun.
You really think the Dominion is behind whatever's happening to the sky?
If I were a betting man, I'd put money on it. Corvus is reporting increased troop movements. Camps all over the region setting up strange devices.
Okay, Dominion camps and strange devices. That sounds promising. Doink.
It's been trashed. It's crawling with outlaws.
We can't have Dominion tech falling into outlaw hands. We have to clear them out.
God, I love launching fireballs from the sky.
This is weird, right? Outlaws couldn't have taken out a camp of armed Dominion soldiers.
Yep, someone else had to clear the camp before the outlaws found it.
Alright, so someone else cleared out some some Dominion.
I'm detecting an active radio transmitter nearby. Let's take a look.
Oh goody, an active radio transmitter.
This radio is transmitting a recorded distress call. That's promising.
Doesn't look like help ever arrived.
I can track the signal to its destination. We can find out who they were calling.
Oops. That was the wrong button. Yeah, I didn't need that super.
You should hear this transmission. Playing it now.
The spirit found us. Do not send aid. Do not go to the rendezvous. Hide the device and run.
That's not a distress call. It's a warning.
Sounds to me like Corvus missed something big. What's the spear?
That's question one.
Are
Question
we
two
the
is,
spear?
What device are they talking about?
Some of the teams reached the site. The soldiers are gone, and it's enclosed in some kind of barrier field.
Something went wrong here, and I want to know what it was.
I'm picking up nearby energy signatures. Generators guarded by turrets. You'll have to take down the defenses to shut off the barrier.
Doink. Yeah, no kidding.
This is strange. Why would they abandon the camp and leave turrets and beasts behind? That did it. The shield is down.
Search the camp, see if you can find any sign of what's going on.
Oh, there's a blue over there.
We've got the data archive. Opening it now. Plans and schematics for... This looks a lot like the device the Dominion set up at the cenotaph.
Hey, Night Sky, thank you for the follow.
Coordinates. A secure location to hide the...
Alright, where are we going now? Over here. Man, there could have been a lot more enemies there. Ah, sure, we'll take the blue.
What is it, Grandmaster?
The spear fits the pattern of Dominion call signs.
Like the monitor. You think his replacement's here to take command of the troops in Bastion?
That radio message was terrifying. I don't think they're happy about the new management.
Let's see. Okay, we've got a bunch of stuff on the radar now. Oh, jeez. Oh, I know where we are.
Some of the teams found the camp, and this one has plenty of Dominion soldiers in it. Are they fighting against each other?
Ooh, Dominion Civil War? That sounds interesting. Everyone likes a good civil war. You know, when it's not you. Well, that looks promising. Yeah. Yeah, because that'll be so easy. Boom. Man, since they adjusted the health levels of the difficulties, I might be plenty ready for Grandmaster 2. This just feels easy. Alright, let's come get this item over here.
This is glitched. Where are they going?
Oh, back the way I just came. Naturally. So I don't know, Night Sky, if you played Anthem any before, well, when it first came out.
Corvus has always said that Dominion treats their own people worse than their enemies.
I played it a fair bit,
Might be true until now.
and unfortunately ran out of stuff relatively quickly. And it really didn't help just how horrible the loot system was. It doesn't seem to be a whole lot better yet, honestly. But, you know, I haven't really done too much yet. Got home today and loaded up the new update, and I went into Freeplay for a while to get familiar with the controls again. Now we're doing the first of the Cataclysm missions. But, I mean, loot doesn't seem to be any more frequent than it was before. And I'm still getting lower rarity items, blue and purple, for the most part. I got a couple of Masterworks in the Freeplay, but neither of them were very good.
Try to get a look at what they're doing, but don't get yourself killed.
Understood.
So we'll see what we get from this.
They really are fighting each other, aren't they?
This place is overrun with Dominion troops.
Someone else is using the
They're protecting?
Not yet.
fire attack I am.
If I can get past this
See, here's another blue. I'm gonna go ahead and grab them all for now, so that I can see what we get. Because it might be that lower tier items are a little more worth it now. Personally, I doubt it, but you never know. Let the world burn. Well, that was some fun combo work. That was really satisfying.
You're clear.
Low quality drops so far, though. This level of the game, I don't want to be getting blues. I mean, unless you're gonna actually try to convince me that blue items are worth it, then I don't think you should be getting that low. We'll see.
Did anyone bother to tell the Spear about what happened to the monitor? No device can control the Anthem.
There's no weak cipher, easily distracted by the Anthem sun. Valkyries of focus, discipline. Valor will be the man to save us all.
Ah, it's the standard story of I'm better than you. Alright. Or, you know, you could die.
Those are top-ranked Dominion Valkyries. Most Lancers wouldn't tackle with one and live, let alone 4.
Well, I see that little bug is still in the game, where the fireball will do crazy lassos, pull enemies from all over the place. Oh, goody. You can die. Right now. And crap items from it too. Well, it seems official that Loot's no better. I'm guessing we have to come let this person out.
There's someone else alive in there.
Yeah, no kidding.
What are you doing in that cage?
The Valkyries are collecting every officer who was under the Monitor's command. That's right now. Anything you want to know, I'll take you. Just don't leave me for Valor people.
Grandmaster, looks like I'm bringing you a present.
Just what I always wanted. Good work, Freelancer. I'll get Corvus to talk to your friend. Coming back.
Well, that seemed maybe a little better. Honestly, it's kind of hard to tell. The gameplay aspect was never the weak point. The mechanics always felt good, and they still feel good. Loot, I don't know. We'll see what I got, but you know, rarity-wise, it seemed worse than it was before. It could be that because they decreased the health of Grandmaster 2 and 3, that they decreased the quality of loot for Grandmaster 1. We'll try the next thing on Grandmaster 2 and see how that differs. But I don't know, this didn't feel like a huge improvement, and I haven't even seen any of the new weapons yet. Frankly, the only new thing I have... Oh, Interceptor. The only new thing that I've gotten so far has been the melee mod that they gave me by default. So, not the best start for them, but we'll see what everyone else thinks. Let's play another mission. Let's do a legendary mission. We'll go to Grandmaster 2. Wait, are there any more, So there's just the actual Cataclysm, which we can try in a bit. Let's stick with this for now. We'll do a legendary mission. Get those up. Of course, it'd also be nice if they added a masterwork tier at some point. We'll see. Knowing our luck, they'll save those for the seasonal store. Alright, let's do it. Let's do this, and we'll see what we get. I mean, I want to have reasons to play this game. Even with the cooldown, which I understand, because otherwise you'd never have to land, you could just fly above all the enemies, and only other flying enemies would even be a valid threat. Which I get. So I understand the cooldown, and that's fine. But the mechanics of it, just the way it feels in this game, just feels so good. But the plot was weak because they removed things. Some of the cutscenes, some of the voice acting don't actually make sense. They reference things that we never actually saw. Like when our Cypher guy got blinded. It mentions a whole, double cross and the monitor turning on him and stuff. in a way, it mentions it in a way where your character is mentioning it casually, so your character knows, but you never actually see or hear about that happen from one mission to the next. It's, oh, you're betrayed, and then, oh, he was backstabbed. So, like, the plot was a little thin. The loot, even when several times with updates, when they accidentally fixed the loot, they almost immediately went, oh, nope, that was a mistake, and turned the loot rain off. I mean, you know, you've got such a big range of perks and the range of percentages that those perks can have, like, you know, gear damage from 1% up to like 400, that you can make it rain loot. Path of Exile had to actually make, like, people made mods, they made loot filters to hide it all, because there's so much that it completely covers the screen. Diablo 3, they fixed their loot and have commented publicly that their biggest mistake was not listening to their community. They almost died. Destiny still struggles periodically with the same thing, although theirs is more about balance than it is the actual quantity of loot. Except maybe exotics. They've never gotten the frequency for exotics down well. So, you know, they... And from the Konami expose that Jason Schreier did a while back, it seems like BioWare intentionally put their head in the sand and refused to learn from the incredibly expensive mistakes that these other developers made.
I already left the fort. You'll each take a different relic. If talent's correct, you'll need to activate them in a particular order.
And it seems like at this point, they've taken so many resources away from the development of Anthem that they're not even, I don't even feel that confident anymore that they're going to be able to do something like No Man's Sky. I mean, No Man's Sky bombed in the first year. When it first came out, it was horrible. They didn't meet any of the promises that they made. And the gameplay, it was just a disaster. But they spent a year working incredibly hard
We found the first
on
It's bigger than expected.
Yeah. Mine looks like a
on fixing their game and making it something that people would want to play. And it's a huge success now.
I think you need to silence it in order to activate the valve.
Okay. How do I do that?
Look for a smaller relic. Should.
Is it this glowy ball
Alright,
thing?
here we go.
Yes, Dax.
Looks explodey.
Actually, it already did.
It
that.
looks
Need to find the
explodey.
On it.
Alright. You go explodey.
Found one. I think. Yeah, it's definitely shaper-ish.
Good. Now bring it back to the glowy ball thing. We have to reassemble the pieces.
Alright. What's taking these people so long? I've personally grabbed 3 of them. Let's make that 4. Well, the super does not feel as instant as it used to.
Lost treasure.
Lost treasure guarded by scars.
Scars? What scars?
Sorry, Freelancer. Looks like they're only at your location.
How is that fair?
That's lucky, I guess.
Alright. Let's blow them all up. Oh, and there's another flamethrower behind me. Okay, let's do this one alone, apparently. That's okay. Hey!
We're assembling the fragment pieces.
Look! A cute, smaller glowy ball.
Take the Echo to the top to activate the valve. Freelancer first. Dax, you'll go after.
I love the Shaper Gel, whatever you want to call this stuff.
Please don't blow up.
Now, Dax.
Well, we're still here, I think.
Not seeing any major changes yet, but Talon has 2 more relics marked.
Let's go!
Okay.
You'll need the second valve. I'm sensing similar volatile energy at the structure's base.
Must be another relic. Dax,
All right.
remember what to do?
Where
Gather
are
the
we?
fragments and reassemble them on the glowy ball thing.
Close enough.
We found the volatile relic, but also more scars.
Scars again? Really?
Yes.
Oh,
Aren't there anywhere you are?
I don't want to answer that.
Faye, are you deliberately giving me the harder relics?
You were closest. That's all.
Okay, got 3. Oh, there's another one. Really? I feel like I actually am the only one going to get these things. I mean, the enemies are endless, and unless they've changed something, you're not actually going to get loot or good loot from the endless waves.
Dax!
Hey, what's up?
No, humming! Remember we're playing the silence game?
Okay.
Damn. Alright. I got you, buddy. Don't know who you are. I got you.
Are you
clouds or something.
I love the storm jump. That's such a useful glide. Alright. I knew there was a flamethrower over here somewhere. Well, I've gotten spoiled by Grandmaster 1. I'm used to being able to kill those with
Our relics silenced.
one
Perfect.
piece of my
Just like last time. Take
super.
the echo to the top of the valve. Activate the relic, then Dax will follow.
And let's make the earth shake again.
Your turn, Dax.
The world is very out of tune,
Still no explosion.
just
No,
for the record.
But you definitely did something.
A good something?
Too early to tell. A massive energy source appeared as soon as Dax activated her relic.
It's over 9,000.
Then that's where we go. Meet me there, Dax.
Roger.
I'm not fooled. You don't have to... Never mind.
Oh, right, this place. Oh, is this the one where we've got to do, like, all those different, energy seals on the wall? Because that was real annoying. I wonder if I remember how to do that. Guess we're gonna find out.
Faye, Dax, the energy source is inside the foundry. I'm going in.
I'll be there. Soon.
You sound winded.
Luck ran out. Scars finally decided to show up. Keep going. I got this.
Thanks for doing the legwork. We'll take it from here.
Talon, nice of you to show. Let's finish this.
He's being shielded.
So what do I do?
Use their munitions against them. See those explosives? If we destroy his shield generator, Talon will be vulnerable.
Oh, right.
Talon's there? Oh, I always miss the good stuff.
Still time for you to join us.
Love to, but these scars are really mean.
Oh god, I'm going down.
Or I'll avenge you.
Take some help out.
Eh. Oops.
Avoid the lower level. That stuff will
I
do
thought I
it.
had my super up, and I definitely didn't. That was pretty hilarious.
The weapons can't pierce his shield. Deal with the generator first.
Fine, fine.
It'll
Well,
take time
he
to
blew
prime
up a
the
lot easier than I
explosives.
expected.
Don't let the outlaws interfere.
Alright, well, where else we got some? Ouch! Alright. There we go.
Stand clear for detonation.
Oh.
Shields down, but I think the explosion destabilized the foundry. The energy in here is all over the place.
That's a post-Talon problem.
Have some more fire.
We should secure the area before moving on.
Really? No loot?
That's it for Talon.
How's the boss not gonna drop any loot?
How did he get ahead of us anyway? He was waiting for us to activate the valves, then slipped inside. Crafty bastard.
Don't compliment that. Hold on. Ran into a wyvern nest. Be there soon.
Typical Dax.
Yep.
Whoop! There I go, being a professional driver again.
Readings are intensifying the further we go. It's a miracle I can still follow the energy source.
And we did this? From the explosion?
You did this. I'm blameless.
For once.
Alright, let's cool our jets, literally.
I'm not seeing an energy source, Faye.
The explosion could have activated a fail-safe mode.
So, the energy source is what? Locked away?
That's what
Now,
I'm
do
thinking.
these come
Look around
back?
for something to unlock it.
Yeah. These are definitely gonna come back.
We found something that looks like a control device, but it's unresponsive. It's connected to those discs. Maybe we need a key of some sort?
I'll look around.
Freelancer, I think Yes, you've got incoming.
Oh, right. I remember how this stupid thing works. Ow.
It burns! It burns!
Dax, are you okay?
Yes, just need to find a
Oops.
waterfall.
There's one to your left.
Thank you.
Get them all together. Oh, I am going down. Damn it. Okay, I at least get, looks like one legendary item.
It's the same as when we activated the valves.
Alright.
Good thing, right?
Now the question is that the one that you get for completing this?
Get the control device.
Shouldn't we wait for Dax?
Go ahead. Stupid wyvern breath overheated my javelin. I'm almost there.
No, this isn't the end. Okay. That's the end. Alright. So, what? I got 2 legendary out of that? 1 from a drop, 1 from 3 titans, and then, I'll get 1 for completing the legendary mission? Could have been worse. Alright, let's see what all we got. No, that counted as the one that I got for this, huh? Well, we're gonna find out. Okay, this is... unfortunately, looks pretty useless. Is this the melee mod, or is this just a mod that increases melee damage? That looks like just one that increases melee damage. That is not a good replacement for my previous one. I'm using one of those. And glorious result. Well, that's unfortunate. If it weren't for the fact that I had the melee mod on here, I would be wondering if they had actually even done the entire update for us, frankly. I don't need this. And this just doesn't seem like it'll be useful for me. Yeah. Bye. Let's let the Ember thing catch up. Wow. You don't even... I got one legendary shard for... and one masterwork shard for dismantling that, legendary. That wasn't even worth dismantling. Wow. Okay. So, that was Grandmaster 2. There was not an increase of loot from Grandmaster 1. At least not that it felt like. Seems like 20 or 30 minutes in Freeplay netted me more legendary drops than doing more masterwork and, whatever the purple difficulty is. That's not legendary here, that's Destiny. But whatever the purple drops are, I feel like I got more of them from 20 or 30 minutes of Freeplay rather than doing a legendary mission on a higher difficulty. We'll have to see. And especially after the, other mission, doing the missions, moving here feels so slow. Yeah, we've, still got some stuff to do for that. Alright, so let's find out what, is next on this. And then I think that's gonna wrap it up for the day. We'll go back and look at the seasonal shop, and we'll see doing the missions that we did.
How's our little Dominion friend?
Unfortunately, he can't tell us where the spear is, but he had plenty of other worrying news. Dr. Harkin is back.
One of the Valkyries I fought mentioned that name.
Harkin entering the picture makes a lot of things clear and more urgent. He set off the cenotaph 10 years ago, leveling Freemark. He should have died with the city. If he's here now,
He's gonna start another cataclysm.
that's the bad news. The good news is that a force like the one this spear is leading is too large to keep hidden. Now that we know what we're looking for, Corvus will pick up their trail. And then, we'll have Harkin and this Valkyrie.
I hope you're right.
If they're too big to keep hidden, you would have found them.
We'll be in touch once we find something.
While we've got a minute, there's an augur who's set up shop in the market. It might be worth taking a look. You can't buy Arcanist goods just anywhere, you know.
Okay. So this must be to officially point out the seasonal market to me. Because you can't have missing out a chance to spend money. But I'm curious. I know I got some of the gems, or whatever the hell they're calling it, when we were doing Freeplay, from doing events. And I'm wondering what the rate of getting those is. Because clearly you can see in the top left that I got 397 of one type of gem and one of another. So, what does that translate to in terms of buying power?
Welcome to my store. Browse away.
Okay. So, there's a flat conversion between minor crystals and major crystals. One major crystal is worth 500 minor. This war chest, does this cost one major and 100 minor? Or one or the other. It costs both. Interesting.
Anything else?
Okay. So, I wonder what we'll be able to find as far as which, and that was not the melee weapon that I just bought. That was just a melee component, apparently. Which is unfortunate. Alright, we're gonna go ahead and switch back to this from the heatsink. Having the heat capacity is nice, but this one has the yellow text perk is nice. After I use my homing fireballs, my other fireball will do significantly more damage. 60%, in fact. And since I believe that's multiplicative, it's definitely in our interest to use that. Where's that other mod that I picked up, that I just bought? I didn't think that was that one. And I still don't have any more of those. Alright, let's go over to the bank. Maybe that mod, I thought it was universal. But maybe it was for one of the other classes. Yeah. Okay. That was this. Hey, Nanaki. Thanks for the host. Hope you're doing well. So... I mean, frankly, I don't really need a lot of these other parts. I've played with the Colossus a little bit. I haven't really done too much with the Ranger. And since we can't seem to buy more slots, I'm worried that if I do too much, like, I don't see how you're supposed to have all these different loadouts. I mean, you can have like four to six loadouts per javelin, and there's 4 javelins, but they only give you 250 slots. And stuff you equip does not disappear from those slots, since you can have it on multiple loadouts. I mean, That doesn't seem that, like that many. So can you mark things as junk in here? Is that how this game works? Yeah. Move to junk. Okay, so we've got that. I mean, I could put that one in junk. And of course, then you get ridiculous things like this, like it creates weapons that are level 1 for javelins you haven't used. And how much do you have to play before you actually start seeing some of the new items? Even if they didn't leave it that way, you'd think what they would do is that, like, for the first week, they would do an increased percentage chance of getting all the new items they added.
Welcome.
You know, not even if they're
Hi. What's all this?
not even if
Hey,
they're
sent me to
great
check out your
ones,
store.
but that you'd be able to get something.
Come on in. Don't be shy. I'm Herschel. Let me tell you the marvelous things I have today.
Could you lift your visor, Herschel? Hard to trust a merchant I can't look in the eye.
Eyes.
Sorry?
Eyes. I currently have more than I should, than I had originally. Visor down is best. Trust me. Now, what can I show you?
Wait, how does someone grow extra eyes?
Shaper accident. Occupational hazard. At last count, I had 5. However, I've recently developed a blinking sensation on the back of my head. It's a little embarrassing, truth be told. A hit to the old reputation.
Your reputation as...
As a seller of unique and fabulous high-quality Arcanist authenticated goods. So, tell me, what can I put you in today? New helmet? Weapon? Slacks?
Tell me about the creature.
Who's your friend here? Is he for sale?
His name is Kit, and he is not for sale. He is, in fact, my boss. Was my boss. Was my, boss. Actually, my mentor, really, who has, through the awesome mysteries of the Anthem, been turned into that. A squishy, smelly thing.
That's terrible.
We were experimenting with a relic, and blammo! When the smoke cleared and I was finally able to focus my extra eyes, there was Kit. Except, well, you can see. Hopefully it's temporary, although it has been a while.
So, this little guy here is really your boss? You sure?
His notebook was intact, and he was perched upon it.
Works for me.
Oh,
One of my friends got
I'm
split
sorry.
into 3.
Sadly, we weren't very close. Although I held him in high regard. He could be a rather cruel master.
That's too bad.
Yes, thank you. But he did save my life once. So, down to business. I have many unique and fantastic items. Arcanist authenticated, special, like you. Come. Have a look. I'll walk you through it.
I don't want you to walk me through it. I can look in a shop for myself.
My favorite freelancer. Welcome.
I see. 8 major crystals. You'd have to do... what would that be? Like, maybe 3-ish hours just, in Freeplay farming to get enough miner to buy one of these. And that looks pretty fun. And of course you can't preview these, 'cause they don't show up in the shop and in the forge, so there's no way to actually see them in action until you go ahead and drop money on them.
It's a new day with new stuff.
Alright, well, we've got that little bit of quest done.
Grandmaster Adams is asking for you.
Okay. I almost hopped back into the javelin or the forge. And once again, this is as fast as I can move as I traverse across the entire fort. And I'm clearly used to doors that open for you, because I totally just walked into that door.
Grandmaster, I take it you've got a lead for me.
Corvus scouts spotted the Arcanist Dr. Harkin in a Shaper ruin not far from the Fortress of Dawn.
What about the Valkyrie leader who was with him? The spear, Vara Brahm.
No sign of her yet, but we should act now. Harkin's too dangerous to lose.
Call me paranoid, but it really sounds like the doctor is being used as bait for a trap.
Halleck's rubbing off on you. He said the same thing, which is why I'm organizing multiple freelancer squads to hit this ruin. If it's a trap, we're springing it and stealing the bait.
You really want this guy.
I was in Freemark when the Dominion attacked.
Then let's go get him.
I'm not so sure we're going to be the ones springing the trap. I think it's still a trap and they're expecting a big response. Alright, well, I am most definitely over for today. Usually I'm done by now, but I wanted to get to a good natural stopping point. So we will stick with this till we get through the Cataclysm quests. We'll do a few strongholds, see what kind of loot we get over a couple of days or so. I don't know that we will stick with this beyond this week. It's kind of going to depend on how the game treats us. It's fun to play, but like I said before, there's just not a whole lot of reason to play. And the loot does not seem to be flowing as much as I would prefer. I'm a little surprised that in 2 hours of play, I didn't see more than a single new type of item, and that was just a melee mod, a melee component, rather than an actual melee weapon or any of the other 3 new classes of weapon. Like, I'm not even saying that they had to be masterwork or legendary, but, you know, it seems like it's lost in the loot pool. And you'd think they'd at least give you a blue of each quality to whet your appetite. But unless I overlooked them as something that you can make in the forge, which I just looked real quick, and no, they are not there. So that is completely overlooked. But yeah, we'll see if we can get some new stuff to actually try out in the next day or two, see how it goes, and then we will move on to something else most likely, because like I was afraid, it doesn't look like this is going to hold us here too long. But that being said, we're going to give it an honest try, see how it goes, and have fun along the way. If you're new here and enjoyed the stream, I hope you'll go ahead and hit that follow button for me. I really appreciate it. Night Sky, shout out to you. I appreciate the new follow today. If you are a return viewer, thank you for coming back. It's great having you all here. Likewise for Nanaki with the host right here at the end. I always appreciate it. We will be continuing our stream tomorrow at 4:45 Eastern. Possibly a few minutes early, depending on how quickly I get home and can walk the dog, frankly. But we'll aim for 4:45, and I will see you all then. Until then, I hope you all have a good rest of your day wherever you are around the world, and I will see you all tomorrow.